Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and in today's video we are checking out a brand new colorway of the ArmorAir case for the iPhone 15 Pro from Benks. We're also going to be looking at their MagSafe 3-in-1 wireless charger, which is now my go-to for wireless charging stands. So, let's take a look. And of course, a massive thank you to Benks for sending these over for the purpose of review. They will be linked in the description down below, along with some other videos that I've done on some Benks products in the past for the iPhone 15 Pro. So first up we have the case, and this is the ArmorAir case, which you may have seen here on the channel beforehand for the iPhone 15 Pro. However, this is in the new Aurora colorway, and again, straight front and center you can see that Kevlar material. Now you may see some different terms for this, whether it's aramid fiber or 600D Kevlar, but it basically means that it's going to do extremely well for those higher drops. Now it also looks like some new packaging here with a nice window to allow you to see the case, and then you can just slide it out of the bottom here. Now the case itself is going to start at around $45, which if you compare it to some other aramid fiber cases from maybe Pataka or even Spigen, it's pretty low in terms of value. So again, in terms of the overall value for money, Benks is one of the better options out there if this is the type of case that you're looking for. And straight away you can see that new Aurora colorway, and it's not necessarily the brightest case out there, but it's not too in your face either. It's a little bit understated in regards to the overall color and pattern that you've got here on the back. Now you're going to get the same protection with the ArmorAir case that you normally would do, so your power buttons exposed, volume buttons. Down the bottom it is going to be enclosed for the USB-C and speaker side of things, and then again at the top here completely enclosed. You've also got a nice camera ring around the back here. Again, it is going to be metal like on the previous versions, but this one's a nice black finish and it sticks out quite a lot, but it just provides that extra protection. You've also got some Benks branding up here as well, and if I compare it to the one that we had previously, all of the inside here with the MagSafe ring, the Kevlar branding, everything is all on point. Now like I mentioned, I have done a review of this case beforehand and it was just the plain black version, but this one here, like I mentioned, has this nice color to it, which I think means it's going to hold up a little bit better over time with regards to the fingerprint side of things. With the original black version, the one thing that I've always found with these aramid fiber cases is they hold a lot of grease and oil from your hands. So again, if you're using it over longer periods of time, it's definitely going to show up and not necessarily look amazing. It also has a bit of a strange waxy texture to it. Now the new colorway also still has that texture, but in regards to the fingerprint side of things, it's not going to be as bad I think as what we've had previously with the plain black version. Again, the previous one all exactly the same, so it's mainly just the color change here, and the texture also feels a little bit different with the newer case. Now, although the aramid fiber is quite rigid, actually getting your phone in and out of the case is very simple to do, and then once you've got it in there, it's not going anywhere. And again, as you can see here, we've got that camera housing around the camera side of things here. Yes, it is a little bit bigger than maybe what you find on some other cases, but it just means that protection is going to be a little bit higher than what you find on other cases as well, and I think it looks pretty nice overall with the titanium iPhone 15 Pro inside. You've got your power button here, which is completely open, so again, tactility and ease of use is very simple because it's just the standard buttons. Same with the volume up and down and also the action button. Top is going to be completely closed in, so again, just adding to that protection. And again, the bottom, while not completely closed in, you've only got small cutouts here for the speaker, USB-C port, and the microphone side of it as well, so pretty good protection overall. Now, you do have the gaps here in the casing side of things, and that's not a defect, that's just to make it a little bit easier to get the phone in and out of the case. And once you've got your device powered on, again, it feels really nice because of how thin the actual case is. It doesn't really feel like you've actually got a case on the iPhone at all. Again, the action button here, because you're just pressing the standard button, along with the volume keys, are as tactile as you would find with the standard iPhone 15 buttons. Again, around the back here, we do have this nice Aurora design. Already it is picking up some fingerprints, but again, not necessarily as bad as the all black model. So again, it looks pretty good to me. Now, the fact that it is called the Aurora case, I was kind of expecting maybe a little bit more of a vibrant case, for example, but with this one, it's a little bit more subtle. So if you are into your more kind of classy, stylish cases, then this may be an option for you. It's not necessarily going to be the brightest case out there. It's not going to be too in your face, but it's going to be a little bit better than we had with the previous just standard black Kevlar version. We then have the Infinity 3-in-1 wireless charger stand, again from Benks, and like I mentioned, this is quickly becoming my go-to wireless charging solution, and that's because of all the options here that you've got. So you've got your Apple Watch charger, you've got a space here for your headphones, whether it's the AirPods or something else that does wireless charging, and then the MagSafe side of things for the actual iPhone itself. Now it does have a little bit of rotation and tilt to it for some reason, and we'll get onto why that may be a little bit of a problem a little bit later on in the video, but just in general I do think that it actually looks quite nice in this white finish. Now you can also get it in a black finish. You've got an LED indicator light up the front here, which just basically lets you know that you've got stuff on there and it's going to be charging, and this just lights up in green. On the bottom you've got all the information with regards to the charging standard of the actual stand itself. So again, for the phone, watch and the AirPods side of things, or the wireless headphone side of things, you've got all the information down the bottom there that you could need, along with just a single USB-C port on the back. So you've got one cable for 3 different charging solutions. And the reason why I like that is my current wireless charging solution has the headphone side of things and the iPhone side of things, but then you have to use your Apple Watch charger and kind of wire it through separately, whereas this one you've got all 3 solutions in one place. Now again, you've got the MagSafe ring on the actual iPhone side of things here, or if you are using an Android phone that has a MagSafe case for it as well, then again it can be used for both iPhone or Android. However, the watch side of things can't be used for any Android watches, so no Galaxy Watch, no Pixel Watch, it does have to be the Apple Watch. And the magnets on this stand are extremely good. Now if you use your phone without a case, it's still going to work with the iPhones that have MagSafe built in, but using it here with the Benks case, as you can see here, this phone is not going anywhere, which you may think is a good thing because it's not going to be falling off or going anywhere, but what it also means is because the base or the actual unit itself isn't necessarily the heaviest thing, you can also just pick it up with the phone itself. It does take a little bit of finicking and moving around to actually get your phone off. It's more of a two-handed device. You're going to have one hand on the base to then take the phone off, or you can kind of do it a little bit more gently, but it definitely takes some thought. You can't just kind of run out the house, grab your phone without unfortunately bringing the charger with you. Now also, because this does move and rotate, it also adds some problems. I'm not sure why it moves up like this, because I'm not sure who's actually charging their phone or using it in this orientation, but it then also means that if you try and take your phone off from the bottom to the top, for example, again using a little bit of care you can do so, but if you do it too quickly, it's just going to fold that top section up completely. You can then put it back down and fold it back down, for example, but it's a little bit strange that this moves at all in my opinion. But in terms of the wireless charging side of things, you're going to be getting 15 watts from the phone charger at maximum wattage, 5 watts for the Apple Watch, and again another 5 watts for the AirPods or the wireless headphone side of things. Now again, like I mentioned, this is my go-to stand, but it's not without its flaws. Like I mentioned, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, so I've got the Apple Watch here for example, I've got some AirPods and I've got my iPhone, it works extremely well, but if you've kind of got an Android phone and maybe a different pair of headphones, or you're not using an Apple Watch, it may not be the best solution. However, this case is one of the best cases that I've ever used for my iPhone 15 Pro. The overall protection, the overall slimness of the case itself means it's probably going to be one of my go-to over the standard black Kevlar one, because again, less fingerprints, and yes, I know that a case is meant to be there just to protect the phone, but I do also like it to look nice from time to time. There's also little to no lay on the table design, so again, if you do have a screen protector, I would definitely go with one for this particular case. Again, I'll link some options from Benks in that description box down below. And just to round out the video, I mentioned these slits in the case earlier in regards to getting the case off very easily, and the way that you can do this is simply just to push on the camera portion of your phone here and then take off the top section. The bottom section will fall off, so again, very easy to actually take your phone in and out. However, once your phone is in the case, it does feel extremely secure. But that's going to do it guys on the new Aurora colorway for the ArmorAir case from Benks and their 3-in-1 wireless charger. Now if you've got any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below about this case or any other case that you may be using, or if you've got any case recommendations that you want me to take a look at here on the channel. I'll also link both the case and the wireless charger in the description down there as well. While you're down there, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like the video. If you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so, and of course once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.